Hi everyone, welcome to Fluid Art Thursday. I'm Christy Hickey with Magic Mix, and we are going to do some experimenting today with some fall colors. I asked everybody in the group yesterday evening what colors they wanted to see, because I sometimes get into a rut of particular colors. I love blues and greens and yellows, and I tend to do that quite often. So I was like, I need help. And they said orange, yellow, green, and blue, fall colors. So this is what we're going to do today. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. I did a little bit of experiment earlier before we started taping. And I had seen this girl, and I wish I could remember her name. She's an artist, and she's on YouTube, and she would mix her colors in a cup and then spoon them out. So I thought, I was trying to think of all kinds of different things. What kind of technique could I show today? And this came to mind. And I thought, why not? So we have fall colors, and this is what I'm going to use as inspiration. The napkin with all the leaves on it. That's going to be my inspiration. The colors aren't going to be the same, or the design not going to be the same either, but it's going to give me something to look at to help me draw out the leaves. I am not a very good drawer, so thank goodness Fluid Art, you don't have to be. I have orange. All these colors in the bottles have been pre-mixed, and they have silicone in them and Floetrol. We have yellow, green, and going to mix up a little bit of red and the blue. So I'll show you what I did a little bit ago, trying this technique out since I've not ever done it before. And it turned out really cute. This is a little 6x6 canvas, gallery wrapped, and I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see it. It's still quite wet. So that's what I did. And I spooned this out of a mixed cup of the yellow, blue, orange, green, and red. So what I thought I would do is get a larger canvas, which I have right here, and do several different colors on it. Instead of multicolored like this, maybe do some yellows and oranges and reds, and then pull in a little bit of the yellows and the greens together, kind of like real Mother Nature. That's what I'm going for. That's what I have in mind, and we'll see whether or not that comes about. Let's see, where can I put this? I'm going to set this aside. And I haven't put anything on the background of this canvas. For one, I thought about putting the white paint with the Floetrol on it, you know, like we always do. It's a leveler and a good base coat of the canvas. And I got to thinking about it, and I thought, I wonder if I did that, would the colors bleed? In other words, I don't want the design any larger than what I have it right now. So I didn't do it. I didn't put any base coat paint on here at all. And what I'll do is, after this dries, I'll come back and put the base coat around it. It'll be pretty simple, especially if it stays raised a little bit. So if not, I can always get the brush and apply it with the paint brush. But I thought that was pretty cool. It's some really pretty colors. So let's see what we come up with. All right, we have a nice canvas, and it's pretty tight. I'm going to turn it over and put the push pins in. Hope everybody's doing well. One more week till Thanksgiving. Oh, and we finally got some cool weather. It was actually 50 degrees this morning, and it's only up to 56. So it's time to pull out the coats and the sweaters and the socks and the electric blanket. I always take our electric blanket off, you know, early spring. I'm cold-natured. My husband is not cold-natured, and but I take it off because it does get heavy and warm, you know, in the springtime. And well, one year I was putting it on, getting prepared for the cold weather. And I leave the wires there. It's just easier than picking up the mattress and putting them back again every year. So I leave the wires there. All I have to do is throw the blanket on and plug it in, right? Well, the first night we were like, I'm still cold. I was freezing, and my husband was going, I'm burning up. And I had exchanged the wires, and every time I turned the heat up, he was getting more heat, and he was turning his side down, and I was getting colder. So it was pretty funny. But anyway, I'm going to kind of draw on here where I'd like to have the leaves, and we'll see what happens. So let's see. And you can kind of like do this also when you're, let's see, make that go out there more. When you're putting the paint on here, and let's see, let's do one like right. I think what I'll do is just kind of like I'll be able to angle it more. And let's see. These are, I'm going for a maple leaf look. And we'll incorporate some other things. But that's what I'm going to go for. There. Now, excuse me. This was the paint that I was using earlier. And I like the color of that little leaf, but I don't want all the blue and green in this one. So what I'm going to do this time is take a small cup. These are little 2-ounce cups. And I'm just going to pour certain colors in this. We'll do the yellow and the orange and the green in this one and see what we come up with. Went to the grocery store earlier this morning and they were really busy. Everybody shopping early. Well, like I said, these paints already have the silicone in them. I think this red, I'm going to add some more because it didn't really give any good cell action earlier. And that's what we want today. This is heavy duty silicone. You can pick this up at the automotive department. And there are some other ones on the market that are just as good. This is what we had in our area, so I went with that. So I've put 2 squirts in here and I'm just going to stir it around real quick. And hey, Roseanne. And we'll put that on top here. And I'm not sure what this technique is called, but we're going to call it spooning. Spooning with Fluid Art. There we go. And I have a couple of extra spoons here. And stir that around. Here we go. I'm not going to stir a lot. I'm just kind of moving the paint a little bit so the colors can mingle. There we go. So we have yellow, orange, and red in this cup. And let me move some stuff out of the way. And get the towel, just in case. What I'm going to do is literally put the spoon in here and pick up the paint. And hopefully I got enough of all the colors, even though the red's on the top. We will soon find out. And I'm going to start back here. Just kind of let it flow out. Not a whole lot of color coming out yet. Might be pouring some paint on top of that. So I'm kind of like drawing with the paint. There we go. So let me get some more paint here. Let's see. I'm going to start in the area back here till I can get the flow of it going. There we go. And then bring it up. This is mostly all red. Dig in here for some more of the color. There we go. There we go. Getting some different color in there now. That red is very dominant. So, and you know how silicone does. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the other colors to surface. There we go. So the red was the last color we put in here. It was the top color. And there's some cell action starting, which is nice. I certainly don't want to run on top of it. Let's see. We'll let that be for a few minutes and see what's going to take place. I see some cells starting to come up. Let's do one over here. Let's see. We'll do orange. Let's do another orange. This one's a little bit brighter. A little bit more silicone in here. Sometimes when you're doing this, you're going to want cells, and sometimes you're not. Just make sure that you mark your containers. Okay, so that's our orange. Let's go with some green. And you could do the spooning technique with just about any type of design that you wanted to. You could do suns, fish. Fish would be really pretty. See, let's go with some yellow. There we go. Stir it around a little bit. Might need a little bit more orange in there since it's at the bottom. Let's do that. There we go. And another spoon. Okay, keep your fingers crossed. And we'll do this one right here. I'm going to start in the middle. There we go, until I get a nice flow. It's almost hypnotizing watching these colors come out. Roseanne, did you happen to watch the video a couple of weeks ago? I'm not sure if you remember, there was a little craft that you did and you were selling at a craft fair in Dauphin Island. It was this little magnet of a lady, a rag doll, and you gave her jute hair, and she's got a cute little red polka dotted dress on, and she had a sign that says, "Housework makes you ugly." Well, I showed it to everybody, telling them that you used to do that, and I have had that little magnet on every refrigerator everywhere that I have moved to, and have gotten so many compliments. Everybody wants one, and I never knew where you were to tell everybody to give you a call. So now I know where you are. If you're interested, I can have people contact you for those little dolls. I'm going to make this out a little bit longer. There we go. There. Let's see. That's going to be pretty. It's got some really nice colors on it. So let's do this one over here. I think I might add some acorns and some other little different types of leaves. Let's see, let's put red. Really, I like to do, let's do a bright yellow. Okay, and a little bit of the, let's go more orange. And then we're going to go with a little bit of blue. Okay. Get another spoon. I've used a clean spoon for every one of them. Every different batch of colors. I'm going to mix this up a little bit, kind of mingle the color a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit more yellow in here. There we go. Okay. This is actually a really nice size spoon here too. All right, we'll start in the middle where there's quite a bit of space. And then draw our line up. Ooh, this is coming out quickly. I like the way these colors are coming out though. Real pretty. Yellows, oranges, blues. It's pretty in the cup too, if you can see that. Now I'm just going back and filling this in. Interesting. We'll go up a little bit further on this. I've just messed it up. Put a little bit of yellow on top of this. There we go. Now it's beginning to look more like the rest of it. There. That's a really pretty one. Let's see. Yeah, that turned out really pretty. I think what I'm going to do is on this red one, I'm going to go back over it with some yellow. So I'm going to take the yellow cup and pour some yellow in it. Take the red cup and pour some yellow in it. And a little bit of the orange. There we go. And I'm going to redo this. I like to have more color in it than just red. There. You see how the colors are starting to kind of like float out? That's another reason why I didn't want to put any white or base coat on this. I want it to pretty much stay where it is in order to keep its shape. So I'm going to continue playing with this. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it inspired you to do something. Like I said, you could do any kind of design. That's the coffee pot turning off. It's chilly here, so nice hot cup of coffee sounded real good a while ago. And yeah, you could do any kind of design, flowers, fish, sunset. Just let your imagination go wild and Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it inspired you. Let me know, and if you like the video, share it, and hugs to everybody, and bye for now.